Hofstra fans, welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report with Richard Nuttall. I'm Anthony Barrett, joined by Richard Nuttall, head coach of the Hofstra men's soccer team. Coach, thanks for the time. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
And Coach, let's look back now. This past week, you had two games this past weekend. First game, you were able to win 1-0 against Colgate. Stefan Barea scored the game's only goal on a header. Can you describe that play?
Yeah, wonderful driven ball to near post, and Stefan's come across his man and got a great glancing header into the goal. Wonderful goal and well executed.
On defense, you guys were able to keep a clean sheet. Why did they play so well on the back line?
Yeah, I think it's been coming, a good performance has been coming, and I think we put it all together defensively. We showed a lot of grit and determination, and you know, a couple of lapses in concentration where they could have got one, but we could have also had a few goals. I just think as a group we came together and we understood that Colgate are a very good team, and they were undefeated, and it was a great victory for us, a team win really.
What does that mean to be able to knock off another pretty talented mid-major program instead of a school from one of the BCS conferences? It's another mid-major team.
Yeah, it just gives the group confidence, you know, because if you look at their record, they had a couple of good wins against good teams, and it gives the whole team confidence.
Now, the next game in the weekend, you traveled up to Cornell, you fell 3-0. The Big Red were able to get 2 goals pretty early in the first half. Was that just your team wasn't quite ready or adjusted on defense yet?
We were ready. I think just a couple of individual mistakes. We got down early, and then we struggled to break their pressure on the field that we played on. I've got to give Cornell a lot of credit. They were very athletic and they worked extremely hard, very direct, and they've got this long throw that can reach the back post, which is quite something, you know. And in the first 2 minutes, it was a little bit of an emotion buster. In the first 2 minutes to go down early, and we never quite recovered. I was pleased with the second half that we kept the pressure on, and we worked hard after we conceded the early goal in the second half. But just not our day. Cornell played extremely hard, and we couldn't play the ball around. Give them credit.
Even though you weren't able to beat the Big Red, the Ivy League always produces quality teams. So how much does a team like Cornell help prepare you for the CAA slate?
Oh, the tempo of the game was tremendous, and all the CAA games are high tempo. And you know, the preparation with Colgate and Cornell, it just leads us right into the season in the CAA.
And you're starting off the CAA slate this weekend. Before we get to the game itself, Tiffany Ovino, who just graduated last year from the women's soccer team, is having her number retired at halftime. Obviously, you didn't coach her, but what do you think she meant to the program and to the school?
Well, I watched her on many occasions, and she was an absolute dynamo, and the accolades that she got were fully deserved. She was energetic, she scored goals, she was a leader, she scored important goals, and she's just been a source of great pride to the women's program, and a true program changer. You know, one of the players that come in and change a program, and everything she gets she fully deserves because she works so hard.
And your opponent that night is the UNC Wilmington Seahawks, always a tough side from UNC Wilmington. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, well, Coach Heaney is a great coach. He recruits well and he gets his teams well organised. They've just lost 1-0 to William and Mary, a very good William and Mary team, in their first game, and apparently by all accounts it was a very even game. And we know we've got to be on the ball here. They'll be well prepared for us, and we'll be well prepared for them. So it's going to be a battle, just like every CAA game this year. You know, the CAA again is doing very well against you know, at-large opponents, and we're looking forward to it.
What do you think is going to be the key to victory against them?
Keeping organised. I've spoken about the tempo on the ball. We've got to get this ball moving out and use our resources, especially up front. We've got to get to them earlier and in better positions where our attackers can get out their back four.
And we always hear you talk about how you try and take things one game at a time, but do you let your players know that now you're in the CAA slate, so these games are a little bit more important?
Well, the good news is that most of the team is back from last year, so they understand everything, and they understand the importance of each and every game. You know, we got off to a slow start in the CAA last year, and they know they've got to be on the ball in every single game. So, you know, and again, UNCW have been great the last 4 or 5 years, so we know it's a battle. We call every game a cup final.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot and best of luck this week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hofstra fans, for joining us inside the WB Mason Coaches Report with Richard Nuttall.